Sure, I'm always thinking of you. Although today I'm far away from home, far away from my native shore. Will I ever see you more? What I'd give today to be in Donegal. Well, I'm here in this great big city where life seems grand and pretty. Things ain't what they always seem to be. For oft in my dreams I wander to that far-off great green yonder, back home to where I always want to be. Ah, Donegal, I love you. Sure, I'm always thinking of you. Although today I'm far away from home, far away from my native shore. Will I ever see you more? What I'd give today to be in Donegal. From the border town of Lifford, Letterkenny to Raphoe, the Rosses and Creechla and on to sweet Dunroe, where the thoughts of my sweet Mary are forever on my mind. How I rue the day I sailed away, left you all behind. Ah, Donegal, I love you. Sure, I'm always thinking of you. Although today I'm far away from home, far away from my native shore. Will I ever see you more? What I'd give today to be in Donegal.
Attention pay, my countrymen, and hear my native news. Although my song is sorrowful, I hope you'll me excuse. I left my native country, a foreign land to see, and I bade farewell to Donegal, likewise to Glenspilly. 'Twas on a summer's morning, at the dawning of the day, I left my peaceful, happy home to wander far away. And as I viewed that grand old glen, perhaps no more to see, sure I thought my heart would surely break on leaving Glenspilly. Brave stalwart men around me stood, my comrades kind and true, and as I grasped each well-known hand to bid my last adieu, I said, my gallant countrymen, I hope you'll soon be pleased to see the sun shine proudly over the hills of Glenspilly. back in the spring. No more I'll plough your fertile fields, a cushla galmachee. On a foreign soil I'm doomed to toil, far away from glens relief. On a foreign soil I'm doomed to toil, far away from glens relief.
Young girls, draw near and I'll tell you here the story that makes me sad. He sailed away the other day, my own dear Irish lad. My heart did break for all his sake, and the tears like rain did fall. Ah, but why did he part and break the heart of his girl from Donegal? He was big and strong when he'd sing his song, he'd delight your heart to hear. With a step so light and his eyes so bright and his voice so sweet and clear, he could handle a spade or court a maid, fairest of them all. Ah, but he was unkind to leave behind his girl from Donegal. The weather was bad, my love was sad, the day that he sailed away to distant land across the foam and a foreign land to slave. He would rather toil on his native soil, but his wages were too small, and he had to part and break the heart of his girl from Donegal. He was big and strong when he'd sing this song, he'd delight your heart to hear. With a step so light and his eyes so bright and his voice so sweet and clear, he could handle a spade or court a maid, the fairest of them
now the rose and the heather and any other rose would smell as sweet if it was said by James Early.
A stream like crystal it flows down, it's plain for to be seen. It's there you'll find the Irish oak, trim with the ivy green. The shamrock grows, the thistle blows, the lily too beside, and they flourish all together, boys, along the fallen side. It's just 3 miles from Derry to the bridge at Drumahole. It's there I spend some happy hours, I'll have you all to know. Where lambs do sport, fair maids do court, and small fish gently glide. In the bloom of spring, small birds do sing along the fallen side. If you could see this lovely place all in the summertime, each bush and tree they look so gay, each meadow in its prime, where blackbird and the golden thrush sing there their lifelong day. But now I have a notion of going to America. Oh, the leaving of this lovely place, it grieves my heart full sore. And the leaving of my own true love, sure it grieves me 10 times more. But if ever I return again, it's sure I'll make my bride, and I'll roll her in my arms, boys, along the fallen side. But if ever I return again, it's sure I'll make my bride, and I'll roll her in my arms, boys, along the fallen side.
As I stand aboard the starboard bow, watch the ocean foam. As I view each new horizon, I turn farther from my home. I'm sailing on a foreign ship, it's bound for Montreal, but I give the world to make my destination Donegal. I would make my way from my land to Bangor and Rurifo, or Port Salin down to Killy's, my Chrysler
when cocks called throats for crowing and cows in slumber kneeled, she tiptoed out the half door and crossed her father's field. Down the mountain shoulders the ragged dawnlight came, and a cold wind from the westland blew out the last star's flame. Her father, the strong farmer, had horses, sheep, and cows, 100 verdant acres, and slates upon his house, and she stole with the starlight from where her life began to roam the roads of Ireland with a travelling tinker man. His hair was brown and curling, his eyes were brown as well, his tongue would charm the hinges of the very gates of hell. At Cahill Fair she saw him as she was hurrying by, and the song that he was singing would lure lark from the sky. Her footsteps slow to standing, she stood and stared that day. He made a noose of music and pulled her heart away. And so she left her slate roof and her father rich and strong, because her mind was turning about a tinker's song. They walked the roads of Ireland, went up hills and down, past many an empty bogland, through many a noisy town. She rode upon the ass cart to rest a tired leg. She learned the lore of tinkers, and he taught her how to beg. The tree-tied house of planter is colder than east wind. The hall door of the gombeen has no welcome for our kind. The farmstead of the grabber is hungry as a stone, but the little homes of Kerry will give us half their own. She cut the cards for girls and made their eyes glow bright. She read the palms of women and saw their lips go tight. A dark man will marry you on a day of June. There's money across the water coming to you soon. Oh, he'll be rich and handsome, and I see a bridal feast. Your daughter will dwell in Dublin, your son will be a priest. They rode along together, the woman pale and wan, the black ass young and giddy, and the brown-eyed tinker man. He bought up mules and jinnets and sang songs far and wide, but she never gave him children to fill his heart with pride. She never gave him children to spoil his sleep with cries, but she saw his empty arms and the hunger in his eyes. She saw the lonely bogland, she felt the killing wind, and the fine home of her father kept turning in her mind. She felt the chill rain falling, she grew tired of it all, and twisting in the darkness, she died within her shawl. They dug a cold grave for her and left her all alone, and the tinker man went with them, his heart as grey as stone. She was the best of women, the flower of the ball. She never gave me children, but that's no blame at all. A lass may break her mother's heart, a son his father's head. Maybe she is happier now, sleeping with the dead. And he drank his fill of porter and turned his face to life and hit the road for Pogfair to get another wife.
It breaks my heart to see friends part, for it's then the teardrops fall. I'm on my way to a merry chase, will I e'er see home once more? For now I leave my own true love on Paddy's green shamrock shore. Our ship she lies at anchor, she's standing by the quay. May fortune bright shine down each night as we sail over the sea. Many ships have been lost, many lives it cost on the journey that lies before. With a tear in my eye, I'm bidding goodbye to Paddy's green shamrock shore. so I'm far, far away. Though I'll be alone, far away from home, I'll think of the good times once more. Until the day I can make me way back to Paddy's green shamrock shore. And now the ship is on the way, may heaven protect us all. With the wind and the sail, we surely can't fail on the voyage to Baltimore. But my parents and friends did wait till the end, till I could see them no more. I then took a chance with one last glance at Paddy's green shamrock shore.
That's Paddy Riley, Paddy's Green Shamrock Shore, a great emigration.
To swing their censers by the door. Have you heard the happy prattle and the tramp of tiny feet as the sturdy youngsters romp around the floor? Did you wonder why the wiry comes to sing as sweet a song? Did the subtle charm of home upon you fall? Did you puzzle why it haunted you the while you passed along? There's a little Irish mother there, that's all. When you watched the children toiling at their lessons in the school, did you pick a winsome girl in from the rest, with her wealth of curl a cluster, as she smiled upon the stool, in a simple Monday morning neatness dressed? Did you mark the manly bearing of a healthy-hearted boy, as he stood erect, his well-conned task to tell? Did you revel in the freshness with a pulse of wholesome joy? There's a little Irish mother there as well. There's a little Irish mother that a lonely vigil keeps in the settler's hut where seldom stranger comes, watching by the homemade cradle for one more Australian sleeps, while the breezes whisper weird things to the gums, where the settlers battle gamely, beaten down to rise again, and the brave bush wives the tyrant's silent share, where the nation is a building in the hats of splendid men. There's a little Irish mother, always there. There's a little Irish mother, and her head is bowed and grey, and she's lonesome when the evening shadows fall. Near the fire she do be thinking, all the children are away, and her silent pictures watch her from the wall. For the world has claimed them from her, they are men and women now, in their thinning hair the telltale silver gleams, but she runs her fingers dozing o'er a tousled baby brow. It is little Con or Bridgie in her dreams. There's a little Irish mother sleeping softly now at last, where the tangled grass is creeping all around, and the shades of unsung heroes troop about her from the past, while the moonlight scatters diamonds on the mound. And a good Australian's toiling in the world of busy men, where the strife and sordid grind and cramp and kill. But his eyes are sometimes misted, and his heart grows brave again. She's the little Irish mother to him still. When at last the books are balanced in the settling up to be, and our idols on the rubbish heap are hurled, then the judge shall call to honour not the stars, it seems to me, who have posed behind the footlights of the world, but the king shall doff his purple, and the queen lay by her crown, and the great ones of the earth shall stand aside, while a little Irish mother, in her tattered, faded gown, shall receive the crown to belong to horror denied. Brother,
the autumn days are here again, the night winds chilly blow, the woodlands turn to gold, and here on the harvest moon's aglow. I dream again of days long past to come no more, I know, when I mowed Pat Murphy's meadow in the sunny long ago. I see the blue of ocean, the distant sails afar, as the maiden in the meadow strikes up dark Lochingar. There was music soft and tender in the winds that whispered low, when I mowed Pat Murphy's meadow in the sunny long ago. Where are the happy girls and boys that danced in the gay quadrille, and the singer that warbled sweetly the burning granite mill, to hear again a sunset where sweet Aspen waters flow, when I mowed Pat Murphy's meadow in a sunny long ago. Those days are but a memory, like the snows of yesteryear, and when evening shades are falling all alone, I shed a tear. On my cheek I feel the soft touch of the wind that whispered low, when I mowed Pat Murphy's meadow in the sunny long ago.
That he told me about. I took a wrong road in the mountains. I found two men, father and son, making a road up to their little house on the mountainside, because it didn't have one. I asked them the way, and then I got talking to them, and the father said they both played the violin. They took me up to their house, just a cabin really, furnished with 3 chairs and a turf fire. And the old mother was busy plucking a hen in a bucket of hot water on the floor, and she kept bumping the bucket about as her son, James Byrne, played the violin to me. Tell me another country in the world where you can hear music like that, by the first person you happen to inquire the way from on a lonely mountainside.
produced by Patrick Harvey.